Hello everyone, my name is Curryshot and today I have a self-VOD review, and the point of this video is to show you guys how I think and try to explain that to you guys, because I know a lot of people are generally just curious in how other players kind of think, especially at the higher ratings. So I've been top 500 every season, and today I'm just going to show you guys Defense Tracer and why I chose to play this. Defense Tracer is something that a lot of people think is just a bad choice overall, based on what they hear from other players without actually thinking of it themselves. I'm also known to play like really off-meta picks in different situations, and I honestly do think they're good, and I have a good reason. So I want you guys to kind of expand your horizons here and like think outside the box, and this is the whole purpose of this video, okay? So to give you context, I was running triple tank at the start of this defense, but they were running triple tank as well with a Genji flanking. And the pressure they were creating with this was just overwhelming. So rather than reacting by staying triple tank or switching to a McCree to kind of deal with that, I decided to pick my own flanker to create pressure on my own and to slow down card and to break up their front line. That was the objective, okay? So I'm going to show you guys how exactly I accomplished this and how this change really turned the pace of the game completely and caused us to win, okay? So right here, the fight's already lost. Unless like I insanely frag, but that's just not going to happen. We have 3 people who already died at the very start. So instead of just going to die, my main focus here is just to feed my ult. That's the main focus. I need to work around pulse bomb and just feed my ult. I'm not going to die here, so I'm not going to die on cart. I just slowed down cart a bit, got a 50% ult charge. Notice I was 0% ult charge and now I'm 58 in just a couple of seconds, okay? Now the other thing I'm going to do here is I go all the way back to my base just to make sure that I don't trickle or get staggered here, as well as I watch left side because I know a lot like maybe a soldier, which they don't have right now, but if they had a soldier or if they had other picks like Roadhog here for example, they want to take control of high ground, and I kind of want to deny them that, and like they're going to try to look for picks on church, and I want to make sure to scout that out for my team. So right here I don't want to take this matchup. I just want to kind of avoid it completely. So I'm not even trying to predict his hook. I'm just respecting it outright. So I'm not conservative with my blinks or recall. I immediately use them to try to just separate myself and gain distance here, okay? So now notice my ult charge. I'm at 86%. And it's very important to notice what I'm doing with my ultimate, because this is the whole strategy behind it. You want to hit these larger targets to just build your ultimate quickly. So now my whole goal is to be behind them and kind of make sure I'm that annoying like pest, you know, in the back of their mind, you know. Here I'm listening for footsteps just to hear where they are, since the card's right there. I noticed that Lucio is skating around, and my main focus is to go ahead and up ultimate here and bomb Reinhardt. Now this is going to catch a lot of people by surprise. They're going to be like, bomb Reinhardt? What? Why don't you bomb the Ana? Well, the thing is here is that the thing with Defense Tracer is you want to break up their front line to make mistakes, like opportunities for yourself to punish their mistakes. The importance of Reinhardt on payload is that if they don't have one, it's really hard to contest and push payload, because you're basically, it's free range shooting. Like you're fucked. Like they're just gonna, your team has high ground control, like my team has high ground control, and I'm just shooting down at, they're just shooting down at them. We have a soldier, and if they don't have a Reinhardt, they're just gonna get. And the thing here in competitive play, in terms of competitive play, is they will hard reset. Nobody in ladder and you know in ranked play in solo queue they don't hard reset ever. So this is a huge mistake that you can create, and with Defense Tracer by taking him. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this out. Just notice they don't hard reset. Okay, so I take out Reinhardt, and here I go back on the supports. Notice I go on the support second here, okay? Okay, so the thing is, why I don't take this fight right here? You must be thinking, well, you just have both the supports there. Why don't you just go on them after, right? I wanted to stay safe and make this pick worthwhile, right? My soldiers just got picked on church by that Roadhog, by the way. Wow, the thing that we were trying to avoid earlier. But he got picked earlier, so now it's a 5v5. I want to avoid this and stay alive. So I don't take this matchup because they're doing something called tethering. I went over this in my video where they're not stacking on top of each other and they're just tethering. So they're like this, like they're just next to each other. And the thing here is there's only one angle for them to shoot at me. Like they can possibly, kill me by just Ana shooting me, two-shotting me. Ana can just shoot nade me, and Lucio can punch me. There's many ways that they can just kill me. So this is a fight I do not want to take. All right. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and play this out. So I recall, I blink all the way. I see Roadhog, I blink again. Immediately I respect his hook. And then notice that I ulted about 9 seconds ago. Look how quick I get my ultimate again, okay? I get my ultimate in about 20 seconds? 20 seconds or less here. Now here we wipe them, he gets a good Earth Shatter. Remember what I said about punishing the mistake, right? So they're pushing payload without Reinhardt. And they just use 2 ultimates to our Reinhardt ultimate. So when they do this, it's basically they're not hard resetting, and it's a big mistake that we create by them not having Reinhardt. So let's keep going here. So yeah, I get bomb right here, and yeah, we pretty much wipe them. Yeah, I'm gonna die here, by the way. So I go a little bit too far. I get the kill on Zarya, but Roadhog respawns and kills me. Or he gets out and kills me. That's okay. Staggered they are. Like Reinhardt comes back, and this is the trickle effect again. Like this is what we're creating. We're creating so much madness and chaos, and we're creating so much space for our team here. All right. Now I do want to point out that the only problem with this with Defense Tracer that you need to be like really aware in terms of micro, meaning champion mechanics and hero matchups, is that Roadhog hook. You have to play around Roadhog hook because that's one of your biggest counters, as well as McCree flashbang. So McCree flashbang being 10 seconds. They do switch to McCree, by the way, here, and you'll see here in a second. But knowing these two matchups is pretty much all you need to know in terms of a hard counter, I'd say, for Tracer here. So yeah, it's a 10-second window for McCree flashbang. So if he uses it, you have 10 seconds to just go ham on him, which is really, really a good feeling, trust me. And then there's a Roadhog hook, which is 6 seconds. You have a 6-second window to go ahead and wail on him and get your ult charge. As well as he can't, at a certain range, you can try this out at bots in the training arena. You'll see that he can't one-shot you at a certain range. So once you kind of get that like through visual memory, you can just go ahead and play Tracer at that range after he's used his hook. So he can't get a lucky RNG like left click or right click on you. You just have to memorize this range. There's a certain range where he won't be able to one-shot you at any angle in terms of your proximity to him. Here I'm just building out ult charge. Look how I blink really, really safe. I'm playing safe. I just blink instantly. I don't want to peek them. They only have one way of getting to me. Playing safe here. There's Genji. I'm respecting him. And then, yeah. I drop down to try to go ahead and go on Genji. I miss everything here, by the way. And I noticed that McCree uses flashbang. Remember I said about champion matchups. This is a huge mistake on his part. And this is why I go so aggressive on him, is because he missed flashbang. There's no reason for me not to just wail on him right now. Okay, so I killed McCree because of that mistake. We end up wiping them here. And I built another ultimate off of this. Now, Roadhog is up there. We get the kill on him. Just notice right here is, remember what I said about the hook cooldown? I know that he just killed my Lucio, and I know it's up already. I know his hook cooldown is up. So instead of just, look how low he is. Instead of getting greedy for this kill, Defense Tracer requires a lot of discipline. You can just die at any second. I just blink sideways, and look, there's his hook right there. So you can see his hook right there. I know this matchup really well, and that's all it really takes is learning the matchups. So I just dodge the hook. It's relatively easy once you get the hang of it. and then it's done. Okay. Now Winston, they switched from McCree to Winston, and they switched to like trying to have like an ISO comp here. And that's okay for me to control high ground because I'm Tracer, I'm really mobile, and they can't isolate me, and I have recall, I have many tools just to disengage. Fine for me to be up here. The other thing is, taking control of high ground isn't that big of a deal here. Now, you might hear, oh, high ground, like, it's like the thing to do. But in some cases, when their team comp doesn't really, it can't abuse high ground, there's no reason to just like freak out over it. So this is why we're like holding down and I'm the only one up here. It's because I'm just looking, this is a really good angle for me. I get to build ult really safely, as well as just like avoiding any kind of danger at all. Look at this, like I'm just building ulti. We're staggering them really hard, by the way. Like they don't know what to do about me right now. They have nothing to really answer the Tracer. I dodged Reinhardt pin, I killed the Roadhog. And I'm just having really good use of my blink charges here. So just before we go on and finish this VOD review, I'm not done by the way, I'm just go ahead, I want to recap a bit so you guys remember that it's fresh in your mind. The number one thing to do with Defense Tracer is make sure that you break up their front line. So instead of diving their back line like you would do on Attack Tracer, you want to break up their front line and make sure that they make a mistake by not hard resetting and making sure that if they contest cart, you can punish it. This is the main deal. Look how often also I hit tab. Make sure you guys do this. You guys have ultimate checks always. It's something that I always see in VOD reviews that nobody really talks about, and when I look at like this kind of rating, like this guy's ranked 37, this guy's top 500. I'm on my Smurf by the way, which is like 42 to 4300 right now, but like we always talk about ultis, like always. And if you don't talk about ultis, you can always hit tab and check it out. Okay, so right here I notice that we have Grav. I'm still hitting tab. We have Grav and we have Pulse Bomb. I also hear Winston up here and I want to clear him out, because if you have on this map specifically for Defense Tracer, if you're up here and they're not taking control of high ground, they have no way of stopping your Graviton Pulse Bomb combo, because there's no real angle for them to actually shoot out. Like for instance, Roadhog would have to be looking up at all times to try to stop this. So Winston's like trying to contest me. He's just basically like a big meat shield. He's no real threat because you have 3 blinks, you have recall. There's nothing that he can really do to you except like I guess distract you a bit. It doesn't do much. Now look, this is what I was talking about. I get such a good angle, like it's just really easy. I press Q and then like they all die. Like it's really simple. Just know where to position on this map and know what kind of positioning you can get. So specifically to this comp, I noticed that they don't really have anything to abuse high ground with, so there's no real reason for them to want to take control of it. And this allows me to abuse and build ultimate every, like you saw, 20 seconds, and then just be safe. Like there's no real threat to me, even though I'm a very squishy target. So yeah. The other thing is a reason why you want to like really focus frontline in the terms of Defense Tracer is model size is really huge. So you actually get a lot of area effect splash damage. Like it's pretty generous in terms of when they're pushing payload. All right. Although I will have to say on defense, it's probably the best idea to run like a hit scan. What do you call it? 2 DPS. So not like 3 tank Tracer defense. It's probably not the best idea. It's not that she doesn't do enough damage. She definitely does. It's just that you want to go ahead and like if they run Pharah or something like that, you need to have an answer for it. Or 3 tank, even against 3 tank, which they are running, you know, you want to have an answer for it. So right here I'm building ulti. I do make the mistake here in terms of positioning, so I don't respect Reinhardt ulti here. I just kind of greed for this. And remember, remember what I said about Defense Tracer. You need to have like hard discipline, and that was not hard discipline. That was me blinking into an ulti. So we get fucked. Main thing to notice, I was screaming at Ryan. I'm like, die on card, because he was kind of like walking away from it. So when you're in game, you always want to try to fight on cart, right? Because it slows cart down. All right. The reason I do this is I have a pulse bomb right now. So my goal right now is to try to get them off cart. I notice how close to it. They were under bridge already. So I need to try to clear them. I ignore Winston like completely. And then my goal is to just try to bomb, hopefully get a lucky kill, but it's just try to get people off payload so they don't have 3 on payload. Like you'll see they have 3 on payload right now, but it all just drops. Like you saw, it just dropped from 3 to 1 and then to 0 for a second. And this bought me enough time. Like it was 3 meters away. So if they actually stayed on it, they probably would have gotten it. Like that is the difference. So that's again, your whole goal is to slow down cart and to just create pressure on their front line. Here I'm just wailing on Roadhog. He just gives up like midway. Calling targets. I mean, Winston ulted. This is pretty much the game right now. They call Ana behind me. I see the kill feed right away that she's dead. It's really simple. And then we kill Winston. Just a quick note, again, a little micro thing. When you're chasing targets like Reinhardt around corners, remember you can just pin you, right? So you want to get these double blinks. See, I would have died if I only had 1 blink. And just like clean them out like that. So right there, we win the game. It's really simple stuff. Before I like conclude this video though, I just do want to stress that the only micro mechanic information you really need is blink usage, meaning around your counter's cooldowns, like again 6 seconds for Roadhog, 10 seconds for McCree, and just play at angles in which you are safe. So for me it would be high ground when I was up here, like up here in the church. They only have pretty much 1 way to shoot at me, so that's why you saw me blink instantly. Like I'd blink instantly, just get like 10% ult charge and keep doing that and playing off of that. Again, the other thing is that you want to clear cart, preferably Reinhardt. He has such a big model that you can even get a lot of splash damage and maybe another kill off of it. The other thing is nobody hard resets, even at this kind of rating, which is a really high rating. They don't hard reset, so you create an opportunity to punish their mistake because they just keep pushing cart. So the main point of this video was to show you guys, rather than me going McCree and then just sticking back with my team, I took charge and took initiative to create my own pressure. Like I was the pressure here, and I was just hard pressuring them, distracting them, and making sure that they had no answer to me. And that's what I want to show you, is like what kind of menace Tracer can be if they can't take verticality from her, especially on the second point of Dorado, and 2, and the amount of pressure she can create. But yeah, that's it. We went over bomb selection, we went over target selection, we went over ult usage, we went over when to create your own pressure with Defense Tracer, and just general positioning tips and micro. Okay, that's it for me. I know it's a pretty short video. Let me know what you think in the comments, and let me know if you guys need have any other video ideas that you guys would like me to go over, as well as go ahead, my Twitter DMs are open. Slide in them DMs. You can send me some VODs if you want to be reviewed. I'll choose them. I'm getting a lot of requests right now, so I might not get to your VOD, but I'll try my best. Okay guys, that's it for me. Like, subscribe, comment. I hope to see you guys soon.